Hi dear friends, this is a history optional. Let's go for the paper trend of history optional. Yeah, paper 1, see, total 8 questions are there. Paper 1 or paper 2, section A, section B, total 8 questions are there. Out of 8 questions, you have to attempt any 5 questions. Okay, you have to attempt any 5 questions. Paper 1 section A, you know that 4 questions are there in section A. In section B also 4 questions are there, total 8 questions are there. And in section A, the question number 1 is a compulsory question. Section B, question number 5, I mean the first question in section B, that is a compulsory question. So section A, the first question, which is a map based question, you know that. So 20 sides are marked on an outline map of India. You have to, with the help of the clues, identify the site, give short description to each. So that 20 sides which carry 50 marks. The first question is a compulsory question and section B the first question. That means, yes, the fifth question of paper 1. That is also a compulsory question. Okay, these are compulsory question you have to attempt. Then out of the remaining, you see 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Out of this, you attempt any 3 questions. Any 3 questions. That means you can attempt 1 from section A and 2 from section B, or 2 from section A, 1 from section B. At least 1 question from each section. Okay. So you try to understand first and fifth questions are compulsory questions, and out of the remaining 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, out of this, any 3 you attempt, total 5 questions. Okay. If you are attempting second question, yes, every question will have 3 questions. Yeah. Question number 2 means it will have 3 questions. Okay, it will carry 20 marks, 15 marks, 15 marks. Okay, 3 questions are there. Every question number carries 3 questions. All the 3 questions you have to attempt. If you are attempting question number 2, all the 3 you have to attempt. If you are attempting question number 4, all the 3 you have to attempt. If it is question number 8, all the 3 you have to attempt. So see, each one 20 marks, 15 marks, 15 marks. That way 3 questions will be there. So that way attempt any 3 out of this. Any 3 means, for example, 7 you attempt means all the 3 questions of 7 you have to attempt. If 6 means all the 3 of the 6 you have to attempt. Okay. So that is paper 1. Coming to paper 2, see, it also having 8 questions. How many questions are there? It's having 8 questions. Here also, the first question and the fifth question, they are compulsory questions. First question in paper 2 means it is from modern India. Fifth question, that is from section B, means that is world history. So the first question and fifth question of paper 2 is compulsory. That means first question of section A and the first question of section B, they are compulsory questions. You have to attempt them. Okay, it has the 5 questions. Each carries 10 marks. That means 5 questions you have to attempt in here in question number 1. Same in question number 5 also. 5 questions will be there. All the 5 you have to attempt. Now out of the remaining 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, any 3 you attempt. Here you see each question carries, for example, you are attempting question number 2. It has 3 sub questions here. You see each carries 20, 20, 10. 2 20 marker questions, 1 10 marker question. That way you either select 2, 3 and 6, or it is, you can select like a 2 and 6 and 7. That means, yes, from each section, okay, excluding these compulsory questions, from each section at least 1 you have to select. Okay, it should not be like all the 3 you write from section A or all the 3 you write from section B. The first and fifth compulsory questions, after that, yes, remaining questions, at least 1 you select from each section. You understood now? So that is the strategy. So here also total 5 questions you have to attempt. There also total 5 questions you have to attempt. But in every paper, first and fifth questions are compulsory questions. And out of the remaining, like how many questions are there? Remaining 6 questions. Out of the remaining 6 questions, any 3 you attempt. In totality, every paper you have to attempt 5 questions. Okay. Now coming to the trend. In this paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1, you can see that, there are source-based questions. Sometimes UPSC will ask on Kaudilya's Arthashastra. How this Kaudilya's Arthashastra throw light into this public administration of Mauryan age. Or the question can be on, yes, the slavery system or the social institutions or practices according to Megasthenes Indica or Sangam literature, or about these various archaeological sources, how they talk about the various evolutions and changes of this ancient India. Okay, so there are source based questions are there, conceptual questions are there. For example, second urbanization in the mid of the 5th century or 6th century BC. Okay, various factors contributing to this urbanization, or urbanization and its implications on that 6th century society, economy or culture. Similar way, from medieval India also conceptual questions are there, where you have to know that particular concept. Okay, maybe it is about this Akbar's reforms, Akbar's various reforms, land reforms are there, financial reforms are there, or maybe religious or cultural reforms are there, or maybe it is about the land revenue policies of this Delhi Sultanate. Okay, or maybe it is about this Krishna Devarayas and his international relations. Okay, so there are conceptual questions are there are opinion based questions are there, various historians or various thinkers, various travelers, and their views on this decline of Buddhism, Jainism in India, or their views on these social institutions in India, or the status of women in India. Okay, so that way in medieval India also questions can be like this, various opinions on this decline of the Mughals, opinions on this failure of the Bhakti Sufi traditions. So there are historians or thinkers or maybe travelers, opinion based questions are there. Then the evolution or transformation questions are there. For example, how this culture and tradition preserved to modern day without breakdown, or how these social institutions continue to grow, or how the women evolved from a particular timeline to a particular timeline. So there are transformation based questions, evolution based, or continuity and change based questions are there. Okay, then there is historiography. Another important thing is, you know that there are so many historians, they have different approaches, historians, and they have different approaches. Okay, different schools of history exist there: nationalist history, colonial history, oriental history, Marxist history, different schools of history. So there are different historians and they have different approaches, different views on studying these various elements of Indian history. So historiography based questions are there. Now coming to paper 2, yes, maybe it is something which is related to Ashoka's Dhamma or Ashoka's administration. You know, different theories are there, different schools of thoughts are there, or maybe it is related to decline of Indus Valley civilization. Different schools of thoughts are there. Now coming to paper 2, yes, team-based questions are there, various teams, maybe it is moderates and estimates and their achievements, their failures, or maybe it is related to revolutionary, the characteristics of the revolutionary movement in India, or maybe it is related to industrialization and its implications. Okay, or maybe it is related to French Revolution or American Revolution and building that foundation of modern world. Team-based questions are there. Personality based questions are there. Personality means it can be Gandhiji, it can be Subhash Chandra Bose, it can be Gopal Krishna Gokhale, or it can be Karl Marx, or it can be what's his name, George Washington, or it can be something like personalities like Rajaram Mohan Roy, how he laid a foundation to Indian Renaissance. So personality based questions are there. Compare and contrast questions are there. For example, there is NCM and CDM. Compare and contrast the implications or significance or achievements, outcomes of NCM and CDM. Okay, or there are various Act, Government of India Act 1919, Government of India Act 1935. Compare and contrast. Such questions are there. Institutions based questions are there. Maybe it is League of Nations, United Nations, or it is Indian National Congress. Okay, so there are something questions which is based on various institutions or movement. Again, the historiography questions are being asked here. Historiography, when we discuss, for example, the nature of 1857 revolt, or when we discuss various institutions relevant or prevalent in the modern history or world history. Okay, so there are historiography based questions are there, change and continuity based questions are there. So what I say is, this is one of the common thing which I share with you. This concept is very important for you. Understanding the trend and pattern of the questions, history optional questions, that is essential for scoring well with your papers in the upcoming exams. Okay, so try to understand the trend. More trends will be discussed in the next upcoming video. So stay tuned and continue watching our series. In the next session, I will discuss on answer writing strategy. Okay, what is the current recent trends in this answer writing in history optional regarding how to frame introduction, body, and conclusion? That idea I will share with you. So keep watching, and to whatever your valuable feedback you can leave in the comment box. And this is an exclusive channel for making your history optional yeah, a fun ride, or it is interesting and enjoyable. That's it. All the best. Please do subscribe our channel. Thank you.